right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Watch the run.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Now Mariota. Hey, right on cue. They set up the screen and complete it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. I took your advice from a bit earlier. Tried the screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or 2 away from making it work.
Mike 5-4.
Third and long here for Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Danielle Hunter coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now. Adam Humphries deep to return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Vikings. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a giant first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Saquon Barkley. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
55. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
A first down throw for Mariota. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll sneak it with Mariota. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 6-0 our score after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, dude. Hey, we're good. We're good.
throwing. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Kareem Martin just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Check. Watch it before. Watch the slant.
On first down, Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the run, it's Barkley. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Mariota to throw it. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Back at about the 43-yard line. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the throwing football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On 2nd down now. Barkley, he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from 1st down. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Set, ready? 15, line. 15, line.
Hey, Haywood.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Barkley, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing, Jones. That's complete to Gallman. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Cousins on 1st down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Cousins now from the 50. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Going to throw deep for the... And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages close of the first half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we come upon halftime. 6-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A second down run with Lewis. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Cousins' throw complete to Thielen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This is Lewis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 62 yards.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Looking to throw. Jones fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this belongs to the Vikings.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play fake. Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. He's got a man. Complete. It's a gain of 35. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defender's there, receiver's there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away. And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front. The linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
I'm coming for you.
Throwing again on second down. Jones, pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Jones now operating from the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Humphries now to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback. That has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Cousins, he's got Smith here. Well, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Watch the slip, watch the slip.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's got some space here. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. It has been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Throwing on second down. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
At the 37-yard line.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Come on, baby.
Here's second and 8. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Jones pass. Intended for number 85. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
The Giants on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is third and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Jones on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Jones, and he's going to go down again. Josh Allen, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and under pressure again, and down he goes again. Danielle Hunter, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Yeah.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Vikings, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young black